Hello, my dears. Happy Friday to all of you, and welcome to a little mini speed build on a Friday. How are we all doing? Welcome to the mini mill house. I got inspired from this because I was building a little mill house in Planet Zoo, and I was like, oh, let's try and do that for The Sims as well. So this is what I've been and gone and done. Now we have got those lovely little animated sort of mill wheels. I don't know what you would call them. Water wheel? A water wheel. In The Sims now. They came with cottage living. So I was like, do you know what? I'm going to do it in The Sims. And I was like, I don't want to do a huge one. So I decided on doing a tiny home. So this is classed as a tiny home residential. It is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom little mini house. It's very slim. It's a very skinny legend, this one. But it's perfect for a single sim to live here and just live out their little cottage core fantasies in a little mill house. It's got places to grow veg. It's got a lovely little place to do your washing and hang your clothes up on the clothesline. It's got a living room, kitchen. It's got a bedroom. It's got a bathroom. It's got all the things that your Sims would need to live out their lives in the countryside in a mini mill house. How many times I'm going to say that? Anyway, here we are. So I really wanted it to be raised up on a bit of terrain. So I do a little bit of terrain manipulation. Quite a few things change as I'm going ahead with it. I've ended up putting in like more natural ponds, but I get rid of them and make space for growing some veg and whatnot. And I just think it came together really nicely. So it is a little bit of a short speed build today. But I love doing these little mini versions of houses. I really do. I really want to do like a little mini Victorian house as well. So maybe in the next coming weeks, be on the looks out for that, because I will happily do it. I really would. But yeah, lots of objects from cottage living in this. Obviously, I am in the world of Henford-on-Bagley. It's right at the top of the kind of hilltops. I can't remember what this lot is called. I think it's where the rental property usually is. I just thought it was the perfect little place to have a nice little mill house on top of it. So that is what I did. I didn't go too heavy on the sort of clutter and stuff on the interiors because it's a very tiny house. I didn't want to kind of swamp it in that. And also I wanted to keep the kind of funding low. And I think in all, I think this only comes just over 25,000 simoleons. So it's a little bit of a starter house, really. It might be a bit more expensive than that. I don't know, but not too much more. But it's perfect for a sim who just wants to start off in life and just live in the countryside area. So this will be up on the gallery. For you guys to go and download and get it into your game. But yeah, having a lot of fun with these little kind of like mini houses. So as I said, I definitely want to do some more in the future. Really do. But I also want to do some other things in the future. And speaking of that, very soon, not next week, but the week after, I know I've had a few of you asking, I'm going to be bringing back the Potter project. We are going to be continuing on with the Potter project, and we are going to be building a Hagrid's hut. So not next week, but the week after that, we're going to make a start. And get the Potter project rolling again. We've had a couple of months off. I just like a little break away from sort of that kind of project because I've just got other things to do, you know. But yeah, that should be coming. Next week. Not next week, the week after at some point. So be on the looks out for it, my loves. Be on the looks out for it. But yeah, working on the drain here. I did overload this place in a lot of landscaping as well, just to really set it into the environment. And I made sure to use stuff that doesn't cost any money. So a lot of debug and a lot of live edit objects go into this, just so I wasn't spending too much money on the exterior of the house, because I was trying in my head to keep the price quite low with this place. And I did succeed. I had to change the shape of this path when I was player testing this lot, because for some reason the sim didn't want to go past that little gap at the other end. I'll show you in just a second. We're coming round to it now. That little gap by the wheel here. the sim didn't want to go through there for some reason. And I think it's just a little bit slim. So I had to change the shape of this wall, but it still all works. And it kind of tears down to the bottom bit. And that is where I put all of the planters and the washing line and stuff. A little sun lounger as well for your sim to just come out and chill out. I had a lot of fun player testing this. I played the game for about an hour, just pottering around, doing all the bits and bobs. So when you do download this, there'll be fresh veg all growing. I even think there is a lovely little treat for you up on the kitchen counter, and that is a loaf of bread, darlings, that my sim baked for your sim to move in. Think of it as a housewarming gift, you know? I'm one of these people that just likes to give, and that is what I've done. But yeah, and as I say every time I've done this, done a build, I enjoyed doing this. I did. I had a lot of fun playing around, just with the shape of it and just sort of making it try and nestle it into the landscape. It was very, very fun. Very fun indeed. Hope you're all going to have a lovely weekend. I'm very much looking forward to this weekend. I go back to Clovelly tomorrow. You guys who watch my vlogs know that that was the last place we actually did a vlog. And I'm going back there for Tom's birthday. I've booked us back into the same hotel that I stayed in. So I'm going to have a couple of nights up there. And it's such... I'm a little bit sad, actually, because I really wanted a dog. They do dog-friendly rooms in this hotel. And I really wanted to take Blue with us. But they didn't have any of those rooms left for this weekend, sadly. So it's just going to be me and Tom. And I was a bit annoyed about that. Because I really wanted Blue to come. But Blue is going to be spending some time with his grandmother. My mum is looking after Blue for the weekend, and he loves my mum. So, and my dad. He loves my dad as well. But yeah, so that is my weekend. What are you up to? Love to hear it. Love to hear about it. So crack on. Also, new kits. Two new kits have came out. I had a little chance to look through the little camper one. And I was expecting a gameplay kit for some reason, and I know that it was said it was not going to be a gameplay kit, but I think it just missed a little bit of an opportunity there to have, I don't know, maybe even like an event, like a children's like sleepover or something like that could have came with that pack, and they could have had like little activities out in the garden with their new camping stuff. I was a little bit. And as I was looking through the bits and bobs, I was just like, I'm not... It's cute. It is. It's very cute. But I was expecting more from it. I don't know what your guys' feelings on it. And feel free, if you love it, then say you love it, my darlings. I do know, like, this is a democracy in this community. So if you love something and somebody's not feeling the other way, or somebody's feeling the other way about it, don't be afraid to ask. No one's going to come down on you in this community with your opinions. I will make sure of it, my loves. You are free to express yourselves however you wish in this community, but I just wanted some gameplay with it, you know, like the kits so far. I'm a builder, but they have been, the majority of them have been building kits, you know. I was expecting a cute little bit of gameplay, and we didn't get that. And I was very excited about that little like cardboard car. I thought, is there like going to be new animations where they would sit in and play in the car? No, it's a creativity table. So I was a bit like, what? How is that camping? How the bloody hell was a creativity table camping, for goodness sake? So yeah, a little bit annoyed about it. Did like the outdoor kind of projector with the sheet. I thought that was very nice. That was a very nice object. Yeah, very cute. And I don't know. I just enjoyed it. I just enjoyed it. But I wanted more from it. And the other one I haven't had a chance to check out, and it's because it's CAS. I like going into CAS. I love creating sims, but I haven't been in to check that one out. So you won't know my opinions to that just yet until I check it out next week. So that's what will be happening. Yes, it will. Coming up on the channel next week, we're going to have more Let's Build the Worlds. We're continuing on with that church build. I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying it as well. I do like how that church is coming out now. I was hating it in the beginning. I kept going back to it and thinking like, you are an ugly bitch. But I sorted it, I think, in my own opinion. I think I sorted it, and it's okay. And for the rest of the week, I'm definitely going to bring a Design Me Devon out next week as well. And I'm going to try and do a challenge video for next week as well. I know I've been saying that I'm going to be renovating one of my older builds, so I'm going to try and get that sorted. And I probably have the time now because I was supposedly meeting my best friend who was coming over from Amsterdam on Monday, but it turns out that he's no longer coming, which is really sad. I'm a bit pissed off, actually, because I was very looking forward to it. But that will give me now time to maybe record another video. So maybe expect a challenge video coming next week as well. But yeah, you can just see I've just been going around doing lots of terrain painting, sorting that little debug fence out area. That is where we put all the planters and also the washing line as well. But I just really wanted to nestle this little build into the landscape, and it's so funny to look at this little build because it's quite slim. It's only like 4 tiles wide. So I had to use a ladder on the interior for the Sims to be able to get up to their bedroom. But I still think it came together really nicely in the end indeed. But yeah, anyway, also on Twitch next week, we have started building my first ever zoo in Planet Zoo. Lots of headaches with the build mode. It's so much more advanced than the Sims 4 build mode. So it's just me getting my head around that and kind of learning as I build. But I'm still having loads of fun with it. So again, Tuesday and probably Wednesday, we're going to be continuing on with that if you want to join us. So new Twitchers, that I was saying my next stream is going to be on Wednesday. It's not now. It's going to be on Tuesday because I'm no longer going to be hungover on the Tuesday. I was expecting to go out with my best mate and get a bit drunk, but that's not happening anymore. So feel free to come and join. Using the stepping stones as well, using those lovely little pebbly stepping stones. Yeah, I use these as a little walkway coming through. Main reasons being, I didn't want them to be able to like walk on the grass all the way through here, so I used them there. And I put a little potting station on this bit here as well from Eco Lifestyle, so it maybe looks like they could like get baby plants or something going, you know? I'm for that. I really am. But anyways, the thing with this lot is that it's very small in the interior, but it has got a lot of outside space. So it would probably really fit a sim who enjoys being on the outdoors. So yes, there we go. That was the worst end to that sentence I could have think of. But there we are. There we have it. Now, I did want a little... as I said, this area had to change a little bit here because the sim just didn't want to go through that bit. So where I put the sun lounger and stuff, that had to change. But nothing too drastic. Still looks very similar. It was just the walkway. I thought it was because of the window boxes the sim wasn't getting through, and I got rid of them. Nope, I got rid of that wash tub as well where they wash their clothes. Nope, it was definitely the terrain itself and maybe that wall. So... yeah, you'll have to excuse me on that. I'm getting distracted. My best friend's texting me now. I'm not speaking to you. I'm not speaking to you if you're leaving me in the lurch. How very dare you? I'm not joking. I am joking. I promise. I promise I wouldn't be like that with my friends. I'm not a twat, for goodness. But yeah, it's like a cute little courtyard garden, really. It is a cute little courtyard garden. And I very much enjoy it. Very much enjoy it indeed. I had a particular little mill house in my head while I was building this, and there's one that's in Devon. That's called Turtley Corn Mill, and it's a pub, one of my favourite pubs. They do some great food there. So that is what I was trying to kind of get the aesthetics across with this, and it looks good. It does. So anyway, look at us into the interior. Ignore that little counter space with the chair. I end up changing that out for a dining table. So that's what I went and did, to be honest. And very tiny little space here. Very, very tiny little space. But I still think it works really well. And it's all, as I said, it's all been player tested as well. So your Sims can get everywhere. This has got a living room with a TV. It's got a desk down here with a computer as well. So there's lots of activities for how small this space is. And in the bedroom, I put like a little bookcase and stuff up there too. So your Sims can go and do a little bit of reading in their bedroom. I just thought that was a very nice touch. Very nice touch. Now, I don't know. Can Sims... you know, we can have Sims that relax now on the bed. Can they relax and read a book, or do they just lie there looking weird? Because I would love if they could lie down and read a book. Because I always end up lying down and reading a book. I'm really getting back into reading lately as well, which is nice. I don't have a whole lot of time to be able to read as much as I used to, but I have been slowly getting back into reading, and I'm just about to go on to the next book from The Salt Path, that book that I was reading in my vlog, from Raynor Winn. I can't remember this author, I am sorry. I'm going to go on to the next one soon, so I'm very excited about that. What are you guys reading? I love suggestions as well, so if you've got any suggestions, I love a fantasy, medieval-esque kind of books, so if you've got any recommendations that you reckon would fit those kind of things, then please let me know, because I'd be very interested. Very interested. But yeah, that is it. That, as I said, I changed up the the counter for that little dining table. I just thought it worked really nicely in there. And a mini little bedroom. Only could fit a single bed in here, so that is exactly why I said it's perfect for one sim. I mean, you could put a bunk bed in here if you wanted and have like flatmates living here, but you could even rearrange the furniture and have a child, like a single parent living in here as well with a little child. That could be cute. You could put a climbing frame at the back. There's options, loves, and I'm going to let you go ahead. This is where I was like, oh my god, how many slots is this bloody what they called again? Bedside table got. I was filling it up with books, just trying to put one book down. Bloody hell. And the weird thing is I end up getting rid of it anyway. I end up getting rid of it because I needed to put a laundry basket in this room for your Sims to be able to do their washing. Because there's a washing line and there's a washing tub outside. So yeah, I ended up having to get rid of it anyway. Silly bum indeed. But I like to keep stuff in that I don't use anyway, just so you guys can kind of see how the build evolves a little bit. And yeah, that's it. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling on now. We go on to the bathroom. It's pretty generic. Shower, sink and a toilet. That's all this could fit in really, and it's all player tested, as I said, so your Sims can use it. I'm going to leave you now for a little video tour, my loves. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you all again on Tuesday. Goodbye.